Hi, I'm Peter from Project Heaven Restoration. You might wonder what we've been up to the last few months. Well, it's been summer and it's show season and race season, so we've been out racing and doing lots of trade shows and car shows and things like this. But we're back on it now, we're back on YouTube, getting some really cool videos made, and I'm going to show you around the huge amount of progress that we've made with various projects around the workshop right now. So there's a specific video for this going to come out on YouTube. You'll probably see that soon, where we're talking about the whole build of this, and this is now fully completed and finished and been road tested, delivering it to the customer tomorrow, in fact. This is, of course, the 356 EV conversion, 5 Tesla batteries, Hyper 9 motor, 120 miles range, sort of 120-ish horsepower. Fantastic car, and I've done loads of test driving in it. I think it's really great. Next interesting car in our workshop is this TVR Tuscan, a very rare car. You've probably seen some of the early stages of this in our other videos. Well, now finally the fiberglass repairs have been complete. It's had its full paint job, it's had a brand new chassis, and we're just starting the reassembly of this car. Going to be an absolute weapon. Has a 289 Ford V8 Hypo engine as original. This is the white E-Type that was in the other side of the workshop, in the restoration shop over there. This is now close to its final stages. We're probably in the last week of the build now. We've got all the glass in except for the front screen, because we still want to access all of the wiring that's below the dash top, and it's much easier to get to all of that to sort out any wiring gremlins we may have when we do the initial testing. But as soon as we've put it in the rolling road and we've run it up and we've tested all the lights and everything else, we'll put the dash on, put the screen in, seats in. That's pretty much it, pretty much done. There's a few little bits and bobs still waiting to turn up, but it's almost there. And this monster, which is a bit hard to get all in focus, we might need to get a fisheye lens on the camera, but this is the American LaFrance, and as you can see, it's a bit further along. The body's now properly mounted, floor panels have been made and they've been fitted. We've got a lot of wiring going on. We've made a panel for the front bulkhead to hide the original panel that's got lots of holes in it. It's got like a nice aluminium finisher panel on there now. Dashboard has been made and we're just fitting the clocks into that. If we go around this side, I think the last video you may have seen of this was a video of it running. So if you want to listen to that, that's about to happen now. Now, obviously, it's got this lovely exhaust system on. We haven't actually started it up since this has been fitted, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of difference it makes. There's not actually any silencing in it whatsoever, so it may even make it louder, who knows? Especially this sort of megaphone cone effect at the end here. We've also got the side steps fitted. Next to do is to fit the chains, finish fitting all the dash out, all the clocks, wiring instruments and so on. And the main thing is to get the seats in, get the customer here, and make sure that we've got the pedals to the right heights and the seat in the right position. And of course, you need to check out these 4 headlamps she's got. Pretty impressive. So in the fabrication shop, we've got a DB4, which may or may have not been here last time, I'm not certain. But we've done a lot of repairs from the sort of lower section down. That seems to be quite a common thing on these DB4s. We've now got a few little repairs to do on the interior. Basically, we were replacing pretty nasty past repairs. There's nothing necessarily wrong with them structurally, but they're very ugly. They're not properly butt welded in. You can see the repair, you know. So we're going to cut that stuff out and put it all back to factory original, so you wouldn't know anything's happened whatsoever. This one's definitely new into the workshop. I think last time there was a Mercedes sat here. There's an Austin Healey. This particular one had a really terrible front shroud. This panel here. We bought a new panel from a reputable supplier. Unfortunately, the panel is pretty terrible, so we've had to cut the front of it off here and here. And you can just see where we've welded in new sections all around here to get the front the correct shape. And we've had to do some work on the back of it as well, and we're having to modify the wings. So Yeah, it's to get these right, there's quite a lot of, you can't just buy the panels and slap them on and expect they're going to work. You actually have to work the panels quite a lot to get them as factory correct. But when it's all done, this will be absolutely perfect. Okay, in the long-term restoration side, the Frog Eye's got quite a lot of progression going on. So as you can see, various small componentry has been installed. Lots of stuff has been refurbished behind the scenes as well, and it's ready to go on. Okay, so this is the DB4 that we painted in Caribbean Blue Pearl. The engine is now in, so if I open the bonnet. So engine's in with some of the ancillaries. Since the last time you saw it, obviously the wiring and the brakes and all the brake lines and everything are in as well. In the interior as well, a lot of the wiring has been installed, and we've also got the rear seats in, and Luke is now about to get the dashboard in, but he's pre-wiring. I think that's what he's doing over there. Yeah, pre-wiring the dash so that it can all go in as one piece. All right, this is the DB4 GT that you'd have seen on our stand at Goodwood this year if you came to Goodwood. It was at Goodwood the year before that in a major accident where the whole of that side of the car got completely wiped out and the door got ripped off. We've remade the wing, remade the door, remade the boot lid, the front end, all completely from scratch. And we utilised our rapid butt making technique. There's a video of that in the link. The other thing to note about this is that there's a really cool viral image that went around that Harry, our paint shop manager, took. So if you want to have a look at that, that'll be on the screen now. The image really shows the progression of the metalwork phase. Shows you the original panel work, and then the buck that we made, and then behind it the actual finished article in the car itself. Okay, so on this car here now, this is very nearly complete in terms of what the customer wants, because he took the engine out back at his house and he's got it there. He just wanted us to restore the body and put some of the componentry back on and make it original. He doesn't want it a racing car anymore, wants it back as a road car. So it's now got a standard like road car wiring loom in it. We've been modifying a lot of stuff to take it back to original, to factory original. It's got a factory original petrol tank, and we've repaired all the bulkhead panel to make that as per original, the rear bulkhead. Yeah, and so now I think the only things left to do is interior. The interior's got to go in and the glass has got to go in, and that's pretty much it. So that'll probably be done in the next sort of few weeks or so. We'll put a video up on that. Okay, so that was a quick tour of what we've currently got in the workshop at this very moment in time, but the workshop keeps changing all the time. In fact, we've got nearly 40 projects running currently. So there's a lot going on, and we're going to be putting a lot more videos and a lot more stuff out there for you.